Hey, this is Positive Energy coming back to you with some more information regarding this entire Wendy Williams and Kelvin Hunter divorce situation. Now, we're only, a day into the whole announcement about the divorce. And already, or a few days into it, but already we are getting information about, or we got a statement from Kelvin indicating that, he was sorry for all of his transgressions and that, but he, wants to remind people that he, was Wendy's business manager and executive producer and all these good things. And he's basically played a very integral role with Wendy's success. And I think that's a reminder and a power move there that he's trying to play because, it's not a situation where he was not doing anything or not working or adding value. So we're already knowing that he's seeking out a large amount of money. Now, whether or not he's seeking half, I don't know. But he's definitely, if not half, very close to half of her fortune. Because he feels as though he has contributed to her making the money that she has made over, since they've been together. And okay, I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know the law, so I'm not going to speak on legally how that works where they are divorcing. It was filed in New Jersey, and she filed irreconcilable differences. So she's not citing him at fault for the demise of the marriage. With that being said, so she doesn't have to prove that he and he alone was the reason for the demise of the marriage. And a lot of people, feel as though, that would be a lot easier if she did that. But if she went that route, a lot of dirty laundry would come out. And I don't think she wants that. I think she's trying to let this go as quickly, hopefully, and as quiet as possible, which is understandable. It's already been embarrassing for the last, 6 months for her, and it's probably going to get worse. There is an interview that's on the internet. A young man who was a singer, is claiming that he had a relationship allegedly with Kelvin. I don't know whether it's true or false, so it's just alleged. So like I said, this is the beginning of a lot of things coming out of everywhere. And how is this going to be handled by their PR teams? I don't know. Also, I think that Kelvin will be stepping down or being forced to step down. I don't know if he's trying to step down on his own as the executive producer for The Wendy Show. So check out Love B. Scott for more details on that. Also, check out Love B. Scott regarding an accusation that Charlemagne the God and Wendy had been in a close relationship. I don't know if that's true or not. It was addressed on The Breakfast Club. Angela Yee asked Charlemagne if that was true. And Charlemagne paused, looked, and he denied it, of course. And I don't believe that him and Wendy were ever in any kind of intimate relationship. I just don't believe it. But, there are a lot of comments, under that video. People are saying because of the way he answered it and how long and how slow he was to answer, that could be an indication of guilt. I don't see it. I just think that, they had a big sister, little brother type relationship, in my opinion. I don't know. But if there's any evidence to anything more, that'll come out as well. What is troubling in this situation is all these dirty little secrets coming out, allegedly. When things look like the gravy train is leaving the station, now all these little tidbits and things that have been hidden are now revealing themselves because they can see that this is the end of the road. So what's been going on for the last 10 years is going to start hitting the fan. I was looking at a Funky Dineva video, and he was saying that the good thing about Wendy's brand is that it probably won't be affected because she hasn't positioned herself as Miss Susie Homemaker. She hasn't positioned herself as being all-American woman and just being, just perfect. Her brand is about gossip and the complete opposite of being a Susie Homemaker. She's made her career off of talking about other people's business. She's had drug addictions, alcohol addictions. So she's not the poster child for I'm a perfect woman. She doesn't have that type of image. So I can agree with Funky that, her persona as being, queen of all media, the gossip girl, the bad girl or whatever, because of that, these other things that potentially may come out won't really be as shocking and won't affect her brand in any manner. So I think that works in Wendy's favor. I don't know what to say about Kelvin as time moved forward. I know he didn't want this divorce. I know he didn't want to have to step down as executive producer, but this is, I don't know. Is this a case of your ego just got the best of you? Is that what this is? It sounds problematic. He's got a lot to think about, consulting with his attorneys to figure out what he's going to do. What about the other woman, allegedly? What does she get out of this? Well, she has a child that allegedly belongs to Kelvin. And if that is true, then he will have to, of course, if nothing else, have to pay child support for the next 18 years and probably have to put something on the side for the child's college education as well. So that's something he's got to do. I don't know. I don't feel sorry for Kelvin in this situation. I don't really feel sorry for Wendy because I really feel like, I don't gloat in her unhappiness or the way things turned out, but it is questionable as to how she could have been in this marriage and then for the last 10 years knowing about things, with this other woman and was masquerading as if they had all was well in Hunterville. So that's just that to me is a little, I don't understand that. That's, unless they made a contract or a deal years ago to say that, well, we'll be married in name only and you'll only handle business transactions and we'll parade around and pretend to be happy man and wife. I don't know. Maybe that was an arrangement. And then things went left when a baby got into the picture. That could have been what they have been dealing with for the last 10 years or 11 years or whatever it is. I don't know. But this whole situation with this young man and all that and this additional person who has inserted himself in this melee, for what? Why at this point in time? What is the purpose of that? Outing someone, because that's really what he's doing is, if it's true, is outing someone, which is never a good idea. I don't know what he's going to gain from this, doing this. When you out a person, people look at you sideways and they don't tend to trust you. Okay, so I don't know. This is going to be a saga that's not going to end quickly because I don't think Kelvin is going to allow that. He's going to fight tooth and nail for everything he can possibly get. So stay tuned. Let's find out as this plays on. Talk to you later.